There are few things that I enjoy more than plinking some 22. Love taking the 22s out.
Can't see it all. Wow. You ready?
Yeah.
Come here. I got my force tracker on. See that? I'm going on to the right.
So when Bear Creek reached out and gave me the opportunity to check out the 201, I had to take them up on it because I love shooting 22.
Damn it. Damn. Damn.
So the 201 is a Ruger 1022 style action, and they have put a bull barrel on here, fully stainless. It is also the upgraded 416R stainless steel, and I had to try it out. I've seen Bear Creek get some negative attention on YouTube by some YouTubers who are talking about the quality of Bear Creek. So I have a couple of experiences with Bear Creek, and first with this gun right here, which we're going to talk about. But here in just a minute, we're going to get on the workbench, and I'm going to show you two other things from Bear Creek, as well as we're going to go over the groups that we shot with this gun. So make sure you stay tuned. Had a great time out at the range and wanted to try out the big Discovery optic. It's way too big and its mounts are all wrong for this gun, but I really just wanted to have some time behind the optic and have something that I could really test the accuracy and see down there really well. In a future video, we will review the Discovery optics. So far, so good. So some of the things that have been said have to do with Bear Creek's quality, and we're gonna go over some other things, but for this gun, the receiver on here is great. It all looks to be perfectly within the specifications of the Ruger 1022, and I haven't taken this apart, but I will be taking it apart, and I'm gonna tell you what chassis this is gonna be going in later. I believe the hype on the 416R stainless because this gun was really accurate. I was able to get braced in and just keep blasting 22. I'll tell you a couple things about the ammo that we used. I used some cheap stuff, and of course the groups opened up a little bit, but I used some really nice ammo as well. Some Ely match. They have a Outlaw bench rest that did really well. I also shot the Lapua Exact, something like that, XACT, however you say that one. I shot quite a bit of it, 10 or 15 rounds. That stuff's very expensive, so I didn't blow through a whole box of it. And there was also some R100 from RWS that did really well. And I'll show you those groups here in a minute. We'll talk about which ones they were. We'll get the calipers out and measure them as well. Quick reminder to make sure you pay attention to what's going on back here in the background. There is a phrase in my videos. There's definitely a clue in this video, and you're gonna figure out how to crack the code. Tell me what the phrase is. First one who sends me the correct phrase, EagleRun23@protonmail.com, you will win a big prize bundle. It's gonna be over $2,000, probably $2,500, whenever the phrase is cracked. So all I can tell you right now is that it's a phrase, and you need to pay attention to what's going on back here in the video. Absolutely zero quality concerns with this gun right here. Nice Hogue stock that's grippy and got good texture on it. We're going to be upgrading that later, but everything down here works like it should. It's got a good trigger on it. I'm convinced that this barrel is a really good barrel because we shot some great groups with it. And a Picatinny rail all seems within spec. What I don't know is if there is any MOA in this rail. I'm not for sure about that. I need to look that up on the website and see what they say. But we are going to be doing lots of cool stuff with this. I'm really excited to have another 22 that we can plink with. With this optic, I could definitely see down there really well and was able to put my shots right where I wanted them. No quality concerns with this. It had zero feeding, zero stovepipes, no failure to ejects, absolutely perfect, ran brilliantly. I'm going to guess that I put 100 to 120 rounds through it. Had some interesting things happen to me at the range, which maybe I'll tell you about in another video, but enjoyed shooting this, had a great time. Let's look at the groups. All right, let's get in here close. We were getting our scope dialed in, and so point of aim, and then we were here, and we were able to move it in. So you gotta get your scope dialed in. There's a little shadow on this one, so I decided to shoot that as a group. That's the Outlaw bench rest, came out to be a 0.8. Here's another group with the Remington Golden Bullet. Probably 1.5 inch, maybe a 2-inch group. Not great, but cheap ammo. But the good stuff, the RWS match. This is a 0.6 group. This one over here Would have been a 0.5 or 6, but my last shot I messed up there. That's definitely me. That stuff's good. Here's another Venturous Outlaw from Ely. I believe that one was a 0.7 group, so some pretty good groups. All right, another group here with the RWS. That one came out to be just right under an inch, and the RWS there. Let's get a measurement on that one. Yeah, that one comes up to be a 0.4. Nice little half MOA group on. This one's not marked, so that one was the Remington Golden Bullet. That one was doing pretty decent in there. So I am fully impressed with the 201. I think it's a great gun if you're needing a 22 plinker. Great spot to start. That barrel, I think it's good. It shot really well for me. Gonna keep testing it, gonna keep going with it. You'll see that gun again coming up very soon. So School of the American Rifle calls it an autopsy, where they go through and check some of the specs. I don't have all those cool tools. We can check the torque on several things. We can take this handguard off and go and look and see what's going on. See if there's anything that is fishy about this Bear Creek. It did come with a bolt carrier group, so we'll go through and take a look at all that. And then some of you also saw that they sent out the 8.6 Blackout. This is the new 8.6 Blackout. They sent me an upper. It's not a side charger. I think this side charger was out of stock and I was gonna have to wait, and they wanted me to get this going. So we ended up with just a regular rear charging, which is totally fine. Comes with a bolt carrier group, which is awesome. We'll be able to test that with some accuracy. 16-inch barrel on here, so I'll see what ammo I have for that. I'm pretty sure I have some supersonic 8.6 that is from Halworks Ballistics. So we'll go ahead and test some of that out, do some group testing. Maybe I'll put a suppressor on it, or maybe I'll just shoot it super and call it good. This 8.6 Blackout upper is going to be a part of the summer giveaway. I'll have shot it just a few times. I'll test it out for you. Then we're gonna give this one away when someone figures out what the phrase is. There's no ending to this. I am coming up on 50,000 subscribers, but that's not tied to this in any way. As soon as someone gets a phrase, I'll ship them the prize. All that said, I can vouch for the 201. I enjoyed it. I think you would too. Okay, see if you can crack my code and win my prizes. YouTube thinks you'll like this video.